So, good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to the semifinals of the 2020 Summer Co-op Tournament. I am Luffy DiVitale on comms tonight with Dwight, and tonight we have a great matchup of two dynamic teams. First, we have the Upstarts, Gregory Puff and Dangwoo, who took out the Has-Beens and the Wannabes in the round of 16 2-0, and followed that up with a 2-0 defeat of Gilgamesh in the quarterfinals. To set up a Game 1 date here tonight with Team Thunderalo. Team Thunderalo, consisting of Thunderclawed and Sir Link-a-Lot, they punched their ticket to tonight with a 2-1 epic clash with the Game Changers in the round of 16, and a 2-0 quarterfinal victory against Clever Team Name. Both of these teams have shown tremendous grit and teamwork to get to this point, and we anticipate a fantastic series filled with excitement. Dwight, any thoughts on tonight's matchup before we drop the gate on these runners?
I am just ready to rumble tonight. This match is going to be fantastic. The action is going to be fast and furious, and I'm definitely ready to see how this early game plays out.
Fantastic. I couldn't agree more. I have dropped the gate on the runners, and we're going to get started in just a minute. So, Dwight, what do you think you can tell us tonight about your thoughts on party composition? We were talking in the pre-game, a little bit of Fighter Rainbow, you think, tonight?
Well, we can already see on the screen, Luffy, that each of these runners has chosen to take a fighter. I just think that's kind of it's been a prerequisite, basically, for running these flags as far as a lot of the successful teams has ran. We've seen some thief strategies early in week 1, but as the flags get harder at hole, here we go. We are off. Ooh, nice. Cardia Treasure.
Gotta love getting those free boxes in the middle of the game, just like that in the beginning.
Buckler 5 is a nice little pickup on the absorb there. That's a Buckler plus 5 extra absorb on top of what it already gives you, and no evasion penalty. Level 1 white magic, pretty stacked. Cure 4, Ruse, and Invis, all both great spells.
Black magic, a little thin right there. Lightning, a decent spell in the beginning, but not any sweepers to speak of just yet.
Definitely, Lock is useful for the later game fights, because these bosses are hugely clamped this week. I mean, these bosses are going to be packing heat, and Lock to lower that evasion is definitely going to be helpful later in the game.
I couldn't agree with you more, Dwight. The clamps on the bosses tonight, 100 to 310%. So it should be very interesting once we start pulling fiends later on in the game.
One of the featured flags in week 3 that we have is Deep Towns tonight. So in the previous weeks of the tournament, that our runners knew they didn't know where the towns were necessarily going to be because each town entrance was shuffled. This week they have no idea. They could be at the bottom of the marsh split. They could be, beside the sea split. They could be after 10 floors. They could literally be anywhere.
Yeah, exactly, Dwight. I know that when I played a few seeds with some deep towns, then I didn't read my flag sets correctly. I was not expecting to find Provoke at the bottom of a 7-layered dungeon, but that is something we can fully anticipate to see tonight.
Definitely, and it can sometimes it can be a boon where you're diving down. Maybe you grabbed a couple chests on the way down, and then bam, there's a town, and you get to stay at the end and reset. So that's really awesome. Get you back out of that dungeon quick.
It looks like we have Wrigley Puff and
Thunder Step.
So we got Titans East over at Provoca, and don't like seeing that too early.
Dangwoo decided he's going to take a couple things. What's Dangwoo swinging? He got like a couple rapiers or something? There we go. Grabbing some hits, grabbing level 3, finding the Castle of Ordeals, one of our incentive locations in Provoca. Thunder says he's going in. I like this.
Yeah, that's a bold play early in the game, but if he can get a little bit of a run there and grab some chests getting through the pillars, might find something good.
Definitely. If you can make it to the end of this Ordeals, there's going to be right about 10 chests waiting for you. So, I think it's 9. I think I miscounted by 1.
I think you are correct. I believe it is 9. So speaking of flags tonight, we do have a different change this week compared to last week of the tournament. Shard Hunt is still on, but it has been increased from 28 up to 32 shards tonight. So a few more pieces for the runners to find out there before they can dive into the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
You got an iron goal at a trap tile in the Sharknado room. Dangwoo might revisit that one later. That could be a stack of EXP.
Yeah, that's a great tile to see their early game. Definitely going to make a note of that to come back later.
Thunder looks like he made it. He's going to have to get past this trap tile here. So but he finds one possible.
Yeah. That is a gift trap tile right there. As long as they don't have anything nasty, you should be able to check the next 9 boxes, no problem.
Thunder using a spell we don't see on stream very often, the Confuse spell. So he's probably actually going to be able to get through this fight, maybe with some EXP.
Yeah, throwing out a Cure 4 for good measure, too. Just trying to make it through. Imp's doing the work for him. As Dangwoo finds Provoca, going to talk to our favorite pirate, Bicky.
Greglipa finds the carry floor, which does have an incentive red dragon chest there, so he's hoping maybe he's got to get past 2 trap tiles to get here. So, and he's still level 1, it looks like. Ooh, we better get some here. Does not take.
The Mystic Key for Thunder over there.
And we see Thunder taking a pause here. These 2 runners, how co-op works, these 2 runners are connected via Lewis script. So what's going to happen is Thunder is going to wait 10 seconds until we see red text on Sir Link-a-Lot's screen that says, boom, he got the key. So now Thunder knows he's going to hit that trap tile. This is another high experience trap tile. If we get a number of Cure 4s, we could get through this later.
Yeah, and if they can find Fire 3 even at a low level, that's not a bad spell to have to take down those Wigzvams and zombie dragons.
Absolutely. We did see Harm 4 at level 2. So if they want, that could be an option the runners have available to them if need be. Dangwoo finding some pretty good armor for his fighter and thief, a wooden +2, and but he looks like he already has an iron +4, so he's going to skip on the chain. So.
So, Dwight, I hear you mentioning the armor and the weapons with plus or minuses. We do have Blur's gear on them tonight. You want to tell our people there what you can know about Blur's gear for us?
All right. So each piece of equipment you see tonight is going to either have a number next to it or a negative number next to it, indicating that it's going to either be increased in power by a little bit or not. If you see no number, it'll be its vanilla value. So for each number, swords and hammers and weapons will get +2 attack and a few percentages of critical hit rate. And they will lose that per minus. Now, armor, it works a little bit different. So for chest pieces like armor or shirts or bracelets, that will give 2 absorb per number. So for example, if it's a 4, that would give an extra 8 absorb. And it decreases the evasion penalty or the weight that each armor provides. But for shields and rings and helmets, it's only +1 absorb per number. So a little bit different for the armor.
And I believe I saw Greggly Puff get through and get the tail from that trap tile on the carry floor from the incentivized chest.
Link a lot picking his characters back up as Thunder continues to explore the Sharknado floor. Aptly called that because it's where the Gershark Big Eye tile is in the vanilla game. Ooh, and Thunder almost makes it out with all the loot, but just gets wiped by lobsters at the very end. Dangwoo locates Elflin. That's a pretty big find for the Upstarts. Lots of access to level 3 and 4 magic spells, and we got Fire 3, Lit 3, and Quad X. You don't want to see Fire 3 and Lit 3 at the same level, but that's okay. You'd rather have access to them than not. Dangwoo dips into the Welcome Shop, sells the Dragon Sword for 6k. Should help him purchase some spells. We're going to get our first look at the level 3 white magic that has Exit. Whew, that is a big pickup for our runners that have decided that a white mage is a good idea. An entrance and floor shuffle especially, if you get down and want to get out of a quick, dangerous, deep dungeon, you can cast Exit and you can get right on out.
Yeah, definitely, Dwight. You love seeing that at a low level. It's going to give them some good charges to be out of those deep dungeons down there. We're going to be diving soon.
You also like to see gold bracelets +2. That's a nice stack of absorb. They're a little pricier than what our runners have money for right now, but later in the game they'll definitely be a good pickup.
Alright, as you see Thunder over there burning a few encounters before he dives and gets back into Provoca.
I did not know that we had Heal 3 at level 2 white magic too. That's another spell that you'd like to see at low levels. Really can aid you in a pinch in battle should the opponent have Blaze or some sweepers that get you low early.
Yeah, that's a spot-on call right there, Dwight. It also definitely saved them some time as they make their way through either Volcano or Ice Cave with some of the damage tiles to be able to save on spamming heal pots.
That's fair. The heal pot spam is real. Save your finger strength a little bit. Dangwoo finds Temple of Fiends. That's perfect. That's exactly what the runners want. And it's not very deep either. It's right at the top of Melman, so that's nice. That's a nice find.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna, give Garland the business real quick, rescue Princess Sarah, and then once we find Corneria Castle, be able to get 2 key items from the king and the princess.
Thunder giving us another cast to Confuse. I'm pretty happy with that. As these pirates Fire 1 themselves to death. Because that's actually what the Confuse spell does. They end up just casting the Fire 1 spell on themselves.
Yeah, you love to see it. Pirates doing the work for Thunder there, making this fight easy peasy.
Question in chat today, is Topher also deep? Well, Topher is technically a deep dungeon on its own, but the entrance to it is not. It's right at the top of Melman tonight.
Oh, we got hold spell strats coming out on Garland on Dangwoo's side. And Confuse.
But it looks like the swing your sword at Garland strat prevailed.
Typically, that's a good one to work on right there. That usually works.
Looks like Dangwoo finds the Bahamut run, which isn't counter-free, but doesn't really lead much elsewhere.
Yeah, you get excited to see it at first, but then you remember, oh wait, this isn't going exactly where I thought it would, and it definitely didn't go where you think you wanted to go. Now you're at the bottom of Marsh Cave, so 2 incentivized items down here when we get the key, along with the normal chest, but at the same time, Marsh Cave is Marsh Cave.
And this is going to be huge. The Upstarts don't have the key yet. They felt that Ordeals was out of their reach early, so this could be a little bit of an early game advantage for Thunder and Sir Link-a-Lot once they get here, because they're going to be able to grab both incentives.
Yep, that is correct, White. The other incentivized location being the bottom right key-locked door of Marsh Cave.
Dangwoo is really respecting that trap tile, and I like that, even though it's just a couple of bulls, so it's not too dangerous. Thinking about taking the fight, but decides to run away instead. Oh, bulls have cremate! Ooh, but they get away. Look at that thief doing work. And that's a big pickup for the Upstarts right there, finding that canoe.
Very nice, very nice.
That canoe plus that ship is going to open up a lot more entrances. Now we can visit Volcano, Ice Cave, or if we really wanted to sail the boat up, we can visit the Ordeals entrance now as well if you're Dangwoo and Greggly Puff.
Yep, that is correct. The canoe gives you access to the majority of the world aside from some floater lock locations, which we need the airship for. Free Canal is also on tonight, so the runners will be able to break out of the inner sea at any point they want to continue progressing.
Absolutely. So we got a nice... Okay, so looks like Sir Link-a-Lot finds a little sea floor here at Northwest Castle. Is going to decide to go down there. Finds the floor as sea chest with no chests on it. Greggly Puff is fighting the pirates. Cast and Lit 1. That's another spell you don't often see in the randomizer runs, but that's alright. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
And blinking, you miss it on Link-a-Lot's side. He took a fight with the normal unrunnable Wiz-Sahag, Red-Sahag fight, but thanks to our wonderful devs, they were able to figure out how to flip the B side and not make that the same B as the pirates. So it is now a runnable encounter, which I know personally would save me quite a bit of time running into that when I'm diving through the Sea Shrine.
Dang's going to look at the level 8 shops here. Finds a bunch of spells they're not going to want.
Definitely relief, nothing there at level 8 you want.
Dangwoo burning off a couple encounters before he decides to go anywhere else, it looks like. Not sure what he's... Is he just looking for an overworld fight to take? Checking the encounter tiles there? See if he can bash something real quick, get a level or two? Must be.
Possible. And looks like Link-a-Lot has found the carry floor. If he can make it through those 2 trap tiles, they will pick up their tail as well.
Early tail is always nice to find, because the moment you dive deep and you find Bahamut's entrance, you can get that tail, get your classes promoted. Each of these runners, like I said, in this flag set, there's no black belts. So you want to promote as early as you possibly can.
And looks like Dangwoo is satisfied with his mini... Nope, turning around, going back. Checking his spell charges.
One thing I didn't point out in this Elflin armor shop the first time that I probably should have is it has gloves 3 and cloth 4. Those are normally items you skip over in the normal runs, but with the Blur's gear and they've rolled pretty well, you could get some nice little bit of absorb on your mages early.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly, Dwight. Definitely something you like to see until you run into some silver bracelets possibly, or you get enough gold to buy those gold bracelets.
Definitely, and those gloves will serve you well until you find some pro rings, so...
And 18-minute bridge boss over there on Dengwu's side.
Linkalot is exploring the teleporter maze in the Marsh Cave entrance.
Linkalot going left and then down through the teleporter maze. I'm a left and up kind of guy. What's your path through there, Dwight?
I will note that it does not matter which path you take because it's the same number of steps all the way, but I usually just go up and right.
And Matoya found over there by Sir Linkalot. And ribbon -5 from Matoya. -5, never a great roll on a ribbon, but a ribbon is a ribbon, and you'd love to see it.
I will note that the equipment cannot have less than one absorb. So the ribbon will still give you one absorb, although it will make you a little less evasive than you normally would.
Yep, that's true. But you know, when we equip a ribbon, it's never about the evasiveness so much, it's about protection. As we have Gregglypuff giving us our look at Crystal Lake over there and finds Earth Cave. So we have the runners tracing a lot of each other's steps right now. Gregglypuff showing us something new over there by Crescent Lake, checking the boxes over here in Earth Cave.
Yep, he'll find 6 boxes down here in a trap check, so it's not bad.
Any box is a good box this early in the game. And you'll see that Gregglypuff talks to the bat and it just disappears. We do have NPC Guillotine on tonight. So any of these NPCs that get in your way, just talk to them real quick and poof, there they go. As Thunder grabs the canoe out of Marsh Cave, runs into a Fighter Mage trap tile. Again, a pretty decent tile to take at the later point of the game, but he's going to try to go after it with Lightning 3. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is a nice little bunch of experience to take this down. Ooh, I didn't notice Thunder pick up a heal 3 axe +2. That's
nice.
Definitely not something that you'll turn down, that's for certain.
Free cast of heal 3, that's going to be great in any fight. As Dengwu finds Crystal Lake, I believe he got the Oxyel from there.
Ooh, and Thunder are going to be able to check both incentives down here in this Marsh Cave.
Yep, that is correct. We'll see if that gives Team Thunderalo any kind of an early game advantage. If we find an item like the floater down here, that could definitely change things.
Oh, if this is the floater, that's huge.
As soon as he gets through these ghouls and zombies, we're going to get a good look at this chest. As a Temper Sword found on Gregglypuff's side. It's the Rod.
The Rod is not a bad pickup in Entrance and Floor Shuffle, too, because you don't know when you're going to be diving a dungeon and get whammied by a Rod block. So, Thunder might be able to... They might still be able to leverage this. Like, for example, if the floater is behind the Rod, or something like that.
Yeah, well said. Especially if you could find maybe Bahamut as well behind the Rod. You know, that's going to be a nice little thing for them to find.
agree 100% on that one. So let's see what we got here. Dangwoo's fighting a Saber T. We got Puff taking on some things. Ooh, Puff has found a Temper Sword. That's pretty interesting.
Yep, free cast of Temper. You're never going to turn that down. I don't think we've seen Temper yet in any of our shops. Checking the notes real quick. Not yet, it looks like.
That really does allow the ability for your melee to be able to power themselves up in some of the later Fiend fights can really be advantageous because the mages can take turns, you know, it allows you to stack buffs faster, it allows you to maybe put up some defenses while still buffing. It's pretty great. Dangwoo looks like he's going to head into Ordeals and hopefully find his key, but he'll burn an encounter off first.
As Sir Linkalot works his way down the Earth Cave floor, if he gets past this spike tile, he'll pick up his Temper Sword.
Gregglypuff with a nice pickup behind Sarda. Sarda was holding the floater.
Very nice. Grandpa with a great gift for us today.
I don't think Thunder and Sir Link have made it to the volcano location just yet. So we'll see. It looks like Thunder's headed up for the Ordeals entrance, which I like. I appreciate visiting that entrance via boat if you can, just because it's a little bit of a shorter walk.
Yeah, I concur with that there, Dwight. It's definitely a quick little hop skip from that river. If you have the canoe, just park your boat there instead of taking that long walk from the plane through the desert over there.
Yeah, he finds a nice gift as well, finds Crescent Lake. So he'll be able to check the spells here, check the weapons and armor shops, finds Fade at level 6. You'll take it. That's about as late as you want to see it, but you'll take it. And he finds Lock 2, Quake, somewhat utility spells, but nothing he's going to miss out on if he doesn't come back. And, of course, the key item from the Circle of Sages, which is the Oxale.
Have not come across Onrak yet, but that'll be a nice thing to have when they find it and be able to dive the sea dungeon over there.
Thunder wisely casting Exit to get out of that, save some steps. Good little time save there.
At 25 minutes, you have Gregglypuff in the air, heading back over to Elfland.
And it looks like Linkalot has the floater?
I did not notice them pick that up, but he's working his way over to the Ryukon Desert right now through the river system. As it looks like Dangwoo about to head on over and pick up his airship.
Yep, and Gregglypuff checking the trap tiles in the Temple of Fiends. Finds an Aegis Shield -4. You don't really love to see that, but
You will take the resistance, but definitely seeing it roll negative, not the best thing. As Thunder gonna check out the Cardia Isles, finds the Spider Floor of Sky.
and Linkalot finds the Lich Floor. So we'll see if he tries to take on the Lich behind there to pick up 2 shards.
Yep, that is correct, White. Lich and Carry both will yield 2 shards to our runners tonight. We also have a required War Mech that'll be protecting Tiamat and his 4 shards, or her 4 shards. And Kraken as well will yield 4 shards as the Ruby picked up for Thunder and Sky.
Yeah, I think they're actually stones tonight. We'll try to remember that. One of the nice little convenient funnies about the randomizer is that you can kind of get some stuff renamed. So instead of shards like we normally have, we have stones tonight.
And we have dueling Lich fights between Dengwu and Sir Linkalot, as Dengwu takes down Lich.
After Dengwu lost his Black Mage in that fight, or at some point along that walk, so he'll walk back to Conrad real fast. Pick that Black Mage back up. Cast exit, saving himself some step. Veteran move there, for sure. Oh no, Thunder, just I didn't see what gave him the business, but that Shamira meant business.
He was down to 1 Light Warrior trying to make his way out of the sky floor there. Gonna dive back in there and pick up his Ruby again from the incentive chest.
Grabs a Bane shirt. I think the chat was freaking out about that, and I would be too. That's not a bad item. You can just throw out random Banes with your white mage who's not doing anything anyway. Get a couple enemies.
Yeah, the runner's getting some decent cast items right now with the Temper Sword and the Bane shirt, along with a Heal 3 axe, so definitely going to be saving on some casts.
Anything you can get to help you take packs, unrunnable packs down in Temple of Fiends, so where you don't have to either expend spell charges or healing potions taking damage is definitely going to be useful. Thunder looked like he can find some eyes after turning the hard power cycle on here. At least I think that's what's happening.
Yep, that looks like the 3rd or 4th encounter I've seen, so it looks like he's definitely found that off the reset. So you might take a few of these, because they seem kind of squishy.
Yep, and it gives him enough run to get to each chest, so he might come back out of here, save, power cycle, go back in, take his eye in the same place, fight it, walk, grab the chests, getting some levels while able to get the useful gear out of there. Veteran move by Thunder, showing why that these teams are in the Final Four.
Yep, that's well said there, Dwight. Both these teams showing excellent communication so far and doing a great job. As we have Denwu picking up the on-rack town over there, he'll be able to show, level 7 nuke, not the greatest thing to see. And life 2 also, ouch.
Life 2 isn't so bad to see at level 7. Remember, we got those 310% clamps. Our levels are going to have to go pretty high. We're probably going to get 3-4 nuke charges this seed. It's not the greatest thing, but at least it's not 8.
Yep, that's true. As Dengwu is going to give us a look at the Sea Shrine submarine entrance, which, alright, gives us to Elfland Castle.
We'll see what Dengwu finds in these 4 boxes. He finds a stone, a house, a not-so-great axe, and a cabin. Thunder gonna pick some decent EXP up off these mana cores here.
Casting out a whole gauntlet. Interesting.
Hey, it worked. It paralyzed him. He got the Bane off. Thunder's level's looking 15. That's not bad for this stage. It's going to let him keep a lot of his dives.
And Gregglypuff going to check the spike tiles over in Northwest Castle. Find some sorcerers. Not bad.
Not bad. If these go down to like an Ice 3 or a Lit 3, excuse me, then you could take this a couple times. But unfortunately, the enemies are clamped as well. So you're looking, if you could one-round this, you could grab a couple levels here.
Yeah, it looks like they rolled above 120 hit points, so not the greatest, but also not too terrible.
Lobster is not what you want to see. These things usually hit really hard. As we're seeing as Dang takes a big punch.
Yeah, and they usually roll multiple hits too, so you're going to want to get away from that fight.
Crab Cakes in chat pointed out that she loves the whole use on trash mobs. So do I. Gregory says another sorcerer fight is good enough for him. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Dangwoo found the ice cave. I don't think we have warp yet, so we might have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Yep, we do have exit though, so we can only do. Ooh, finds the Excalibur in that trap chest there. That's not a bad pickup. Rolled neutral, so that's okay. But like I was saying, we do have exit though, so we only have to do it once. So we can come back around to the incentive box and do it one time. We can exit out after that.
And if you look at Link-A-Lot's side, it's basically like him and Dangwoo are holding hands as he is also finding the ice cave.
Dangwoo looks like he's got about 8 shards as well. So they're not doing... Both our runners are picking up shards as they go along looking for their progression here. We still need to find the loot before we can get into Temple of Fiends. So we're going to be digging around fast and furiously looking for that loot. And then once that, it's going to be all shards and levels.
And it looks like we have a shard count here from our tracker Shadow Flames. Gregglypuff 3, Dangwoo 8, Thunder 6, and Link-A-Lot 5.
Now that description was just for the upstarts. Thunder and Link already found the loot in the Titans Trove. So they are just shards and levels and gear. You would think Thunderalo is definitely searching for Bahamut because they have the tail, and you know, being able to use some of the better fighter gear like Excalibur or Vorpal, for example, should they pick up a Vorpal, will be very helpful for those bosses towards the end.
And with getting the tail as early as they did tonight, you would really hope you would have come across Bahamut already, but 36 minutes in, still searching.
Looks like chat pointing out Dangwoo's find a triple eye tile. That can be real nice.
So we've seen the triple eye tile and also an iron gold tile, so some great spike tiles out there for our runners as they look to take levels later on.
Thunder finding Bahamut.
There you go.
Gregglypuff finds the Bridge of Destiny. Decides to reset out of there because, well, he probably does not have a hope at beating the Warmech at this point.
Thunderalo, I'm sure, relaying that information to Sir Link-A-Lot about where Bahamut is. As soon as he's done diving this ice cave, he'll probably make his way over there as well.
Yeah, and Sir Link-A-Lot picks up the knowledge of the 3-eye trap tile. If it comes time where levels are required to beat the game, I imagine that is where our runners will return. They don't look like they have too much of a HP, and they go down pretty quick and give plenty of EXP.
Classic Gamer pointing out in chat that he thinks that Greggly had a 3 in 256 chance of beating Warmech. I think those odds are a little high.
I suppose he could have threw out that Bane shirt, but boy, you're kind of asking for it there. So, Danglu was fighting a pack of Cerberuses, hold them up a little bit. Looks like they have a little bit of HP. Maybe that's what's guarding that incentive chest there.
It could be, as Thunder finds Melman in Warp and Temper at level 5 Black Magic.
Ooh, those Pro Rings +2 were on the cheap, 1,815 gold. That's not bad. That's as you see, Thunder clearing out space in his armor. Dangwu finds the crown at the bottom of ice. I believe our runners have found Northwest Castle, so they will be able to go give the crown to the nice king there and get an item.
That is correct. Wrigglypuff found Northwest Castle, so if Dangwu hadn't been there himself, I'm sure he would have relayed that information to him, and we'll see that turn in momentarily.
Greatly finding the Mermaid 4, not an incentive location tonight, but a place where you can open up a lot of boxes with no encounters, so...
Yeah, typically this floor sometimes can hold a plethora of stones for us. We'll see if we come across a few here.
Well, we have a tent. Not exactly what we're looking for, but it's a thing. Hey, there's a stone. All right.
There's one. I didn't see any in the first 3 chests.
Thunder finds a stone in the rod block area here, and because they had the key so early in Marsh, Thunder will actually be able to dive this rod block. Will Thunder check TFC2? Ooh, a ribbon! That is a nice pickup by Thunder there. So he'll have access to 2 ribbons once he turns in the crystal. Oh no, he already did it. I see it on the screen there.
As Dangwu got the bottle from the kindly old king, but shocker, it was Astos all along.
We do have a question in chat. Yep, the Ass Crab Cakes answered in chat as well. The numbers in front of the equipment indicate a weapon or armor bonus. So armor increases your absorb, and weapons it increases your attack. And if it's a minus, it loses attack and loses absorb. Notably, you can't go below 1 attack and you can't go below 1 absorb. So everything is a cloth, no matter what.
As Thunder putting that Bane shirt to good use right now.
Wrigglypuff checking our, what we call in the community, TFC, and finds a Temper Sword for his trouble.
Wow, 2 Temper Swords now for Wrigglypuff.
So I heard you like casting Temper.
How would you like another one and get some more cast of Temper?
Yes, Styrinus pointing out in chat, yes, TFC stands for that fun chest or that friendly chest. Thunder finds one of our dud locations in the Earth Cave incentive chest, and it's a big old tent. But he is rewarded with what is known as the Agama floor underneath it, so he'll be able to check plenty of boxes here.
That's right, Dwight. A bunch of boxes on this floor, and we'll just keep diving, see where we end up.
Thunder's looking nice, too. He's got some decent... Ooh, a red Anklo Trap tile. That's not what you want to see. Okay. Hey, another hold bonk. There you go. Hold everything.
Couple holds, couple tempers.
Maybe we'll see some X for hold strats tonight on some of these bosses.
I mean, that is the dream right now with this kind of equipment we're picking up.
I think that's 3 stones on this floor. Did I see that right?
I believe you did, yep.
That's pretty big.
The Agama floor delivering stones. We haven't come across that little treasure trove where you'd like to find 4, 5, 6 of them. So a few more chests to check on this floor. We'll see what's in the last few.
Upstarts pick up their ruby as well, and Thunder picks up 67 gold, just what he wanted.
And the wrong kind of shark on that spike tile.
As you can see, Thunder, veteran move, walking over those damage tiles because they don't advance the encounter table. So that's why he's purposely taking damage. But he finds the dwarf cave. All right, there's a nice stack of boxes in here, but it doesn't look like they have any of the key items needed for the turn-ins down here. So he'll just have to note that it's there and come back later should he want to turn those items in.
That is correct. I saw that Dengu and Gregglypuff picked up the adamant from Princess Sarah.
Oh no, Thunder is out of exit charges.
Oof. He's gonna have to walk these stones out.
Walking it out the old-fashioned way. I don't think he saw anything too dangerous, so he should be alright.
As it looks like Sir Linkalot picking up his pro rings.
Ooh, walking back around this earth floor is never fun, but you'll do it. Thunder getting some good use of that heal 3 axe. Throwing that heal 3 axe on the fighter and then running away. So he got the turn order he needed. He fired it off, healed up, and ran. So that's going to save him some heal pots, and he gets to get away. So using his time wisely here. So that's good. Turning an unfortunate situation into a positive one.
Yep, exactly. The way these runners finding ways to make the game work for them and employing the best strategies they can to be successful.
Gregglypuff finds Gaia.
Very nice. We'll be able to turn in that bottle and see what the little fairy has for us.
We know one of our dead locations is the rod block. So it's a good chance this might have something for Greggly. Dangu's duking it out with some Gurmaduces in the bottom left there. These are nice sources of EXP if you can get them down quickly. Oof, level 8 life. So we got life 2 at level 7 and life at level 8.
Ouch.
Wow. Not many charges going around here.
To your point, Dwight, they're going to have to get some levels of feel safe to make that dive through Topher.
Moreover, the Upstarts actually need to find Bahamut before they can do any reviving.
And all of the spike tiles coming out to play right now. Linkalot finds a 4 gas dragon tile over there on the Volcano Armory floor.
If you have enough Ice 3 charges, and, you know, with the clamped enemies, it's not really feasible as much, but if you have enough Ice 3 charges, that can be a lot of EXP.
Yep, that is a very lucrative tile.
Is that our first look at the vendor item, the TNT there?
That is the first team to find Gaia and our vendor item. So having the adamant and the TNT, once the Upstarts find the dwarves, they'll be able to make a full clear of that and not have to worry about going back.
Ah, yes, because the Upstarts have not found the Dwarf Cave, but that could be to their advantage because they have both the items, whereas should they be nice and needed, and, well, they haven't turned in that ruby yet, so they'll find their loot once they turn in that ruby, but...
The Titan being over at Provoca, so it should be a quick turn-in once they make their way back over.
question in chat was who's in the lead, and the answer to that question is, I suppose I would give Thunder and Sir Link-a-Lot a small advantage because they know the location of the loot, but it's very slight, especially since Greg Lupuff just found promotion. So that was the other slight lead that Sir Link-a-Lot, but it's really close. It's going to be hard to tell for a little bit because right now these runners are kind of jockeying. They're kind of looking for gear. They're looking for shards, and once they decide to turn on the heat, you're going to see just shards just pile in both runners' sides.
Yep, that's correct, White. As these runners are going, they are making notes to their teammate of where they're finding shards, and come pretty soon, once they start taking levels, you're going to see a whole bunch of shards get picked up, and blink and we're in Topher.
And Topher will be the equalizer as well, because, I mean, these 310 clamp bosses are no joke. We don't have a 42 black belt to bail us out tonight. We got to get things done the old-fashioned way.
Yep, that is correct, and no Masa sighting yet. We have found a katana, but I think Dengwu is the only runner who took a thief. He's the only one that can make good use of that vendor sword.
That could be advantage Dengwu as well, because, I mean, the black magic spells at the first 4 levels were pretty good. And having those extra charges and the crit rate of that katana could be helpful if these runners don't find something, say, like the Vorpal. Asher in chat, is there anything endgame to swing other than the katana? We found the X-Cal in the Ice Cave chest, so we could swing that on our night. Both katana and X-Cal rolled vanilla values, so they're obviously still very good.
As Gregory Puff picks up his second ribbon. And we have greater than, less than rune over here on Thunder's side. Ooh. We got ourselves a Ruse Gauntlet. That is nice. 1 stone, couple bucks, another cabin. Oh, 1 stone out of that room, but the Ruse Gauntlet is a nice find.
Oh, that Ruse Gauntlet is an absolutely huge pickup. That's a game changer for Thunder. That means you got a Ruse Gauntlet and a Temper Shirt. If you need to, you might be able to solo it. That Blue D with damage poison? Gross. I mean, so let's think about the item magic we got. We have a Temper Sword, a Heal 3 Axe, and a Ruse Gauntlet. We could see a solo Knight versus Chaos in a long fight, and it could be viable. Oh, and Thunder finds a Fade Helmet.
Wow.
Oh.
Now the seed is starting to deliver. You love it. And a free gold bracelet to boot.
Man, we got a Fade Helmet, a Temper Sword, a Heal 3 Axe, and a Ruse Gauntlet. Do we even need more than one character?
I think you can just finish the game just with that right there. We'll see what Thunder decides to do now that one of the Black Wizards is down. Maybe he'll resurrect him when he gets out of here. Maybe he'll leave him down after finding that and try to get some more levels on that night. That's
true. Thunder finds a katana, but can't use it, so not going to be super helpful there. But yeah, Thunder might. Thunder is known to employ strategies where he likes to 2-person grind his melee up to really high levels and leave his mages at lower levels to great success. Obviously, he's in the Final Four, and he is the FFR Iron Goal hardcore champion as well. So definitely a skilled runner in multiple aspects. So we might see that Black Mage take a nap for a minute.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, Dwight. And with already finding that 3-eye grind and an iron tile, Should be pretty interesting once they decide to start taking levels.
Greggly Puff says he's taking levels right now, putting that Bane shirt to work. Lit 3s. Using the cloth as an item. X-Cal taking things down. These eyes are quad Xable too, so we can kind of fire through these. Greggly's looking at level 22 already, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, definitely decent levels over there for Greggly Puff.
Bane seems to be working quite well against these eyes too. Greggly Puff managing to take multiple down in a round. Dangwoo, that Opal Cheerio +2 is going to be super nice from that turn in there. For Dangwoo too, I did not mention this when he picked it up, but just having some extra absorb on that one life caster he's got, it might help him in Topher, especially if Kraken decides to reach down and throw a punch.
Yeah, that's spot on, Dwight. The Opal Gauntlet, definitely the best absorb for any mage in the game. As Thunder finds the waterfall.
Oh, another Ruse Gauntlet. Wow.
Wow.
We're on low wealth tonight, folks.
You certainly could not tell from watching.
Low wealth, yet an embarrassment of riches for these runners.
As Thunder grabs the chime from the robot. That'll give us access to Mirage Tower, be able to check that entrance.
I'm still having trouble. That question that was asked in chat earlier was who's in the lead. I still don't know. This is still pretty close. Could go either way at this point. Greggly's getting some levels. Thunder's got some shards. Got some really good gears. Thunderalo has some really good gear. I haven't seen the Upstarts gear situation, but Thunderalo is looking very much towards end game gear.
Yeah, we're coming up on almost about the hour mark in this match here, Dwight, and I can't tell who's out in the lead either. This is very close. Both teams employing their grinds, employing their strategies. This is going to be a fun race to the finish.
Looking like I got a brief look at Link-A-Lot's menu there. Looks like they got 14 shards. So they got 18 to go. I think with only a Lich Kill to their name. So the Fiends will only be worth 10.
So we have seen Carry and we have seen Tiaflor. Kraken hasn't shown himself yet.
Our wonderful tracker Shadow Flame is keeping a shard count for us too as well. Looks like Thunder's got 14. But he's got no Fiend kills, so he can even take out Lich and get a couple there real quick as well.
Greggly Puff continuing to feast on these eyes. He's just going to take his grind now, it looks like.
Dangwoo finally taking the time to go turn that ruby in and find the loot.
That is all the items that the Upstarts need as well to get in through Topher. Looks like Dangwoo is up to 16 shards right now. as Thunder reaches level 30 across the board.
Thunder is 32? Wow, because I saw Gregory go 30. So this is... Oof.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. That was Gregory.
Grigglypuff showing what happens when you use the Cloth 4 as an item, because it keeps doing it.
Well, it did roll up, so you might as well put it to good use.
Wigglypuff is just, just poking these eyeballs out. He's just having way too much fun over here. I think this is the most use of a Bane shirt that I've ever seen in a seed, I think. Well, that's what you get when you watch the Final Fantasy Randomizer Co-op 2020 tournament. Final Four, Upstarts versus Thunderalo. Bane shirts all day.
Yeah, we got Bane shirt strats going out. We're going to see some Ruse gauntlets later. Maybe some X for strats. And we have a steak sighting on Dengwu's side.
I mean, I'm hungry.
How about
so is Dengwu.
Are you team steak or team friend?
I am all about getting me some EXP, so yummy steak.
That, I believe, is the correct answer.
Well, now we have dueling eyes on Dengwu and Grigglypuff's side. They are saying, we are settling in. We are going to battle some eyes together. Thunder is burning off some encounters. Gonna head back into that Sharknado floor.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how this strategy employs out right here by the Upstarts. Gregory taking massive levels right now. Dengwu about to start his grind. Dengwu explored some more while Gregory was taking this grind, so I'm sure he'll break out of here in a little bit and go pick up some shards that Dengwu already found. It's going to be a great race to the finish.
Absolutely, I'm quite excited. Thunder stopping in Provoka, gonna pick up some spells on his knight. Pretty smart. Get the wall. Thunder's looking like he's level 15 across the board. That'll pick up fast, though.
Looks like Thunder is also up to about 20 shards, I think I saw right there. And Link-A-Lot going to take that eye grind as well. What's good for the Upstarts is good for Link-A-Lot.
All eyes on 3 of these runners. Meanwhile, Thunder is just kind of shopping. He's got a good amount of shards.
What level do you think Wigglypuff's going to go to here? He's already at about level 35. I think he's just going to go right up to 40 or 42 there.
Somewhere along the high 30s, I would imagine. I definitely don't think he's going to, do something ridiculous and take it to 50 or anything like that, but we could definitely see high 30s, maybe 40, 42. It's tough. Topher wipes cost time. So
yep.
A couple extra levels might save you some time.
Yeah, that's very true, Dwight.
and someone spells that point out in chat as well. They're probably gonna plan on defeating Warmech for those 4 shards, and you're gonna get a nice stack of experience from that Warmech. That being said, you also have to be a high enough level to be able to defeat that Warmech.
And it's a party up in here as Thunder looks like he's about to head on down and take that eye grind as well.
And he's real happy to pick up that X-Cal.
Oh yeah, he's swinging that heel axe the majority of the game, so that's a nice pickup for his night.
So we have all 4 of our runners playing who can kill eyes fastest.
And normally you would think with Thunderalo having those Fade helmets, they'd have a bit of an advantage, but that Bane shirt just been working for Greggly Puff this whole time.
So yeah, this is a good time if you got some popcorn to pop, or you got some pizza to grab, or refill your water cup. This would be the best time for it, because these runners are just kind of going to sit here. These eyes go down quick. They give lots of EXP. They actually give lots of gold, too, if that ever becomes a problem again. We can buy whatever we want now. But we'll go over the shard count here. Or, yeah, if you enjoy adult beverage like myself, you can grab a beer as well. That sounds pretty good, too. We'll review the shard counts here. It looks like Thunder and Link are definitely ahead in shards. Thunder has 20. Link has 19, so we need 32. So we need 12 more for Thunder, and we need 13 more for Link. Greg and Dang are a little bit more behind. Dang only has 16, and Greg has 10. Now Greg doesn't have any Fiend kills. Dang has killed Lich. So, I mean, it's a little bit closer than that. But Thunder is almost there. Thunder gets 10 more from killing all those Fiends. Or 12 more, excuse me. So Thunder just has to go kill the Fiends.
Yeah, and with Warmech, they're able to pick up some more levels there. It's going to be a real interesting end of the game right here with Greggly Puff and Dangwoo having that jump on levels. Thunder and Sir Link-a-Lot taking their grind now. We'll see what was the smarter play.
They'll definitely give the advantage. At this point, it looks like the runners are even on key items. I guess it looks like, right about even on key items, but, the shard advantage on Thunderalo is really going to come into play here. How fast can they execute? Although, that being said, Greggly Puff started his grind a little bit earlier, so he might be able to get back into the shard count while other people are still grinding, and he'll be able to tell Dangwoo where all these shards are at.
Yep, I agree with that there, Dwight. And with Dangwoo taking his grind a little bit after Greggly started, he was able to do a little more exploration that I'm sure he relayed to his partner.
Absolutely. And remember too, folks out there in the audience tonight, both of these runners do have to defeat Chaos in order for their team to win the match. So, it's not last year's tournament, only one person had to defeat Chaos. This year's, everybody has to grab all the orbs and dive the Temple of Fiends Revisited and defeat Chaos before they can submit done for their team.
And looks like Link-a-Lot is satisfied with his levels as he is already out driving over to Ordeals. Well, the Vernella Ordeals location.
Fate is an important spell to pick up should there be plenty of unrunnables in Topher, so I definitely don't mind Link-a-Lot taking a quick stop over here to check that out. Greggly Puff headed there as well. Link-a-Lot's probably going with the strategy like, hey, I have to beat Warmech. I feel comfortable beating Warmech, and so I'm going to get the rest of my levels there and maybe do a little bit of just taking a few high EXP fights as he walks. So.
Yeah, definitely, Dwight. He's also picking up some magic while he's there in black. Looks like he's picking up Lock 2 on both the Red Wizard and the Black Wizard.
Absolutely, Lock. If these bosses roll high evade in the Temple of Fiends, Lock 2, lowering those evasion, allowing you to get those hits with that X-Cal, or if your Dangmu hits with that katana, it could be critical. It could be the difference between defeating Chaos and not.
And if you take a look at Thunder, there it is right there. He's going to imply that two-man grind we were speaking of before, of the White Wizard and the Knight.
Yep, I've talked with Thunder before. One of his things that he's into is black mages have one job: cast fast. That's it. It's the thief. So this employing this two-man strategy is going to allow him to funnel the experience that Gregly and Dangwu and even Link-A-Lot were spreading to all their characters into two characters. So he's going to have a really high level on two, but he's not going to spend as much time here as the other runners did.
And if you look, he moved the White Wizard up to slot 1 there, so he might be thinking about a solo grind too.
He definitely could be, but he definitely, that would appear to be the case. However, he's still not going to sandbag any kills because he's going to go, okay, whenever these eyes kill my White Wizard, that's when she's going to go down. But until then, she's going to get as many levels as possible.
Yeah, exactly, Dwight. And with having just 2 men, you saw 14,000 experience already at level 28 on that White Wizard.
Yep, and like I said too, because of all that, because of the way it works, normally your experience that you earn is divided by 4, and then that number is distributed to each character. Thunder only has 2 characters alive at the moment, so it's going to get distributed, it's only going to get cut by 2.
Link-A-Lot pulling carry, going to try to pick up 2 more shards. Got some fast going off. Carry smacking Zeld down. Swing by the Knight. Temper. Some more temper. Carry putting the Black Mage to sleep. Another swing by the Knight. Was that 5 hits, 21 damage? This carry's got some absorb. 5 hits, 6, 22 takes her down.
Yeah, not that much absorb. One thing I did not mention earlier in the run is I'm getting a look at level 5 magic from Grigglypuff. Temper and fast at the same level. Normally that would be a concern, but Grigglypuff has 2 temper swords, so not as much of a concern as it normally would be.
Yeah, that's very true, Dwight. You hate seeing temper and fast sharing the same level, but with both of those casting items, all you really need is 4 casts of fast to get through the Temple of Fiends.
With these clamps, you might even need to cast a fast to get through Lich, if Lich rolls something nasty. I know typically we disrespect him as a speed bump, but if he fires nuke and a nuclear, you'll be casting fast. Ooh, Grigglypuff finds a ribbon behind those Ghastly tiles.
3rd ribbon for Grigglypuff. Wow.
That's one of the pieces of the equipment that the Upstarts are kind of looking for. They have the X-Cal, they have a Dangwu has the Katana. Really, the only pieces of gear they really need here are maybe a Massa or a Vorpal, something to give them some safety if one of the bosses rolls high absorb.
Yeah, Dwight, that X-Cal is going to be great, you fiends. Once you start coming up to Kraken 2, you're going to maybe want something better to swing than that X-Cal.
The X-Cal will do in a pinch. It definitely is an endgame weapon. You can use it. It's not always the best suited thing, but if it's the best you got, it's the best you got. And with randomized treasures like we have, that could be the best sword we have access to.
Yeah, with these levels that they're taking, they should be getting plenty of swings on that X-Cal.
And honestly, given 2 temper swords and time, a wooden staff could get there.
As we're going to pull carry on his end.
Dang, it looks like he's gonna make short work of carry with that fasted Excalibur and nukes and fades. Carry's still standing though. Katana did not hit very hard. 10 hits on the White Wizard, but Fade takes carry 1 down for Dangwu. Gonna pick him up two stones there for lighting that orb. Deg and Grang closing the shard gap. Dang's got 18, Greg's got 14, Thunder's got 20, Link's got 21. Link takes on Kraken.
Gonna try to pull 4 more shards here.
I'm excited, Luffy. I think we got a foot race here. This is going to be a good one.
This is going to be a great race to the finish. Both teams have excellent levels. Both teams have great gear. It's going to be a great race to the finish.
Link-a-Lot devising what he's going to do against the Kraken 1, going with the Temper and an X-Cal swing. 7 hits, 486. That's a good hit. You want to see that early. Kraken with a punch, the Knight just takes it, shrugs it off, no issues. Fights, more Tempers coming out, looks like. We got a wait from the White Wizard. Big swing with the X-Cal. 8 hits, 630 damage. Kraken 1 is down. That's going to pick up Link-a-Lot. 4 more shards. I think that's going to put Link up to 25 by my count.
Yeah, quick look at his screen there. Looks like we are at around 25 or so.
Yep, Greg's fallen a little bit behind. Only got 14. So the Thunderalot's definitely pulling ahead. Link after this, assuming Link can get past this Warmech, he'll go to 29. He'll only need 3 more to win. Thunder still needs 12, but he's going to pick up 4 more here. Greg has all his Fiends left, Asher. Question in chat. Greg has not killed any of the Fiends. So he'll have 10 shards awaiting, 12 shards awaiting. So if you count that, he has a virtual 26 that he knows the location of right now. But that still means he has to pick up 12 more. Or excuse me, 6 more. Doubled it. Twitch math. Don't do math on Twitch.
And we have not seen yet what Warmech has to offer. Rub comes out and misses.
Not where you want to see Rub. You want to see Rub on Chaos, not Warmech.
Fire 3 also not a spell you really want to see out of the pool or this early.
Because we know whatever Warmech has, Topher doesn't. So those are spells you want to see in Kraken's skill spell list. After this Lich kill, I'm hoping I can get a quick menu as Dangwu takes down Kraken for 4 extra shards. I think that's going to put Dang up to 22. And I think this is going to put Thunder up to 26.
I think I saw 23 there for Dangwu.
I think based on the current pace, I maybe put Link and Thunder up by about a Topher wipe, I think. I think it's that far now.
Yeah, I think that shard lead is starting to just kind of grow a little bit. They're already taking down Fiends as Link-a-Lot gets through Warmech. We'll see, though. Those levels that Greg Lee Puff and Dangwu took, they were grinding for quite a while. We'll see if that makes a difference.
Thunder's diving down the seafloor. Meanwhile, Link-a-Lot defeated the Warmech and is taking on Tiamat 1.
Dangwu also on the Bridge of Destiny, going to pull his Robot Overlord.
Thunder takes on Carry 1. Dangwoo's fighting the robot. Wall coming out on the Knight for safety. Lock coming down. Easy to hit on Warmech. Ruse. Ruse Gauntlet from the Knight. Temper's coming out. Looks like Dangwoo is going to try the ninja with that katana as his main melee for this fight. I can't say, and have the Knight up top to absorb punches. I can't say that I dislike that strategy.
Yep, I agree. That seems like a smart move. A lot more crit potential out of that katana.
That katana has the potential to get a lot more. The Thief gets a lot of hits with that katana at the levels that Dangwoo has. Fade coming out. Didn't see the damage there. 4 hits, 645. That's good. We know Warmech doesn't have a ton of HP. Greggly Puff, meanwhile, goes on to the carry floor. Looks like Sir Linkalot is in the Temple of Fiends. Is he looking for a grind or is he looking for the last shard? Boom! Down goes the Warmech. Dangwoo goes to 40 across the board. Those levels are good. He just needs shards. He's going to get 4 more here. He's still a few short after this, though. Thunder is making his way into the temple, the Bridge of Destiny. He is going to take on his Warmech.
And Linkalot found his 32nd shard there in Temple of Fiends Keylock. He's making his dive now.
So at about 1 hour and almost 20 minutes, probably we'll say 1:19:56, Sir Linkalot is our first runner into the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Will he open the chest next to the loot? Chat, what do you think? I'm going no. No.
The run is not validated.
I saw 1,000 damage on Tiamat 1. Dangwoo is through. The upstarts definitely are down on shards, though. Warmech may be giving Thunder a little trouble, taking down the 2 black mages, but I don't think Thunder really minds too much. Oh, Linkalot checking the boxes. Finds nothing, but at least you checked him, Link. Thank you. Thank you. Sir Linkalot, the first runner into Temple of Fiends, the Duckling Supreme himself, showing these veterans that he came to play tonight. I like it.
Greggly Puff gonna pull his Warmech fight as Thunder just gets through with that Fade cast. 42,000 experience to that Knight and that White Wizard.
As much as I would love to see some carry 2 boxes check tonight, I don't think we're gonna see that. As far as strategy-wise, and I might hear about this from chat, but I actually really like checking those boxes when the best sword I have is an X-Cal. Because if you find a Massa in that chest, that's a game changer. Or if you find the game changer in that chest.
Yeah, I agree with that one, Dwight. As Sir Linkalot makes his way on to the Lich 2 floor.
But with random treasure, those validation chests could be anything, even a boat.
And that's 32 shards for Thunder. He will start making his dive momentarily.
Ooh, so the Thunderalo looking up by like a solid Topher wipe. So upstarts need to put the pedal to the metal here, get some shards. If they're going to stay in this game. Dangwoo's going across the armory floor. I can't remember if we had any stones here. Dangwoo picks one up right away. He's happy to see that. You got to bet. Thunder's going to Melmond to defend Melmond. He makes it in right about the 1 hour and 23 minute mark.
Just about 3 minutes and change behind his teammate.
That's not a bad run. Linkalot respecting Lich 2. I like that. I like that strategy. Going with Fire 3 fades, all-out offense. We're going offense on Lich. He punches like a wet noodle, 55 damage. 4 hits, 323. Fire 3 comes out, 116 damage. Second Fire 3 comes, 67 damage. Fade from the White Wizard, 105. All right, what do we got? It looks like we're going to do the same strategy. We're going to hope Lich punches. Fade for 246. That's a nice roll. Lit 2 from Lich 2. Didn't get the memo on how to stand up. He's still standing. And Fire 3 for 90 damage. Lich 2 goes down. Nothing scary from Lich 2.
Yeah, a few punches, nothing much else to see there. We'll see how Link-a-Lot goes through the carry floor next. Ragglypuff on his way up to Kraken 1, gonna try to pull 4 more shards there. Getting trapped up by a troll and some Sneezeakes.
I'm getting nervous, Luffy. I'm getting nervous. Lich wasn't dangerous. Warmech wasn't dangerous.
Yeah,
oh no.
This is gonna be very interesting right here to see what the next 3 fiends have to offer, as Dangwu enters Temple of Fiends as well, probably looking for his last shard. Ooh, big punch from Carry takes down the Black Wizard.
Someone in chat wants to see a Cure 4 Chaos. I'm not going to wish that on anyone. So I don't want that, I have to say. Blink and you miss it. Carry 2 went down. Didn't really have much dangerous. But, and then we could have the first Gatekeeper of the Seed. Oh, and Thunderclawed gives Lich his cake. Get out of here.
Cake for the memes. You love to see it. Link-a-Lot getting slowed up a little bit by some Gersharks and Sahags. Gonna keep working his way down to Kraken.
Okay, Link-a-Lot gonna get slowed up by a pack of waters and Nagas. Alright, gonna hopefully take his look. Where we would do, we put in the Black Wizard at the top, a common strategy. The Black Wizard has one job, cast fast. Spells that pointing out that Dang remembers to go pick up the Temper Sword. That could be the difference maker. Should Thunderalo run into something nasty and wipe? Black Wizard immediately gets Kraken Honda. Get down.
Big swing right there from the Octopus.
Okay, what do we got? Zeld coming out. We got Invis 2. We're going to buff the evasion of our Light Warriors. Kraken comes with an ink free round. We like to see that. Ruse. Temper Sword. We got some buffs and some defense coming. That's excellent. We got a test swing coming out. Missed. Oh no. Kraken comes out with swing and a miss on the Red Wizard. That's what you want to see. Lock 2 is coming out. We need to hit this Kraken. I like this strategy. Rethinking our strategy by Link-a-Lot. Coming. Lock 2. Ruse. Ruse Gauntlet. Save the charge. In case you have to move the Gauntlet to somebody else. Lock 2 comes out. Easy to hit. Tempers the dead Black Wizard. Bold. We've all done that. Don't say you haven't. Anybody out there runs this game? Everybody does it.
Oh, nuclear right there.
Ew. Notice, though, Dangwoo and Gregory Puff are in the Temple of Fiends Revisited now. So they have made up time fast.
That is correct, White. So we will see. There is a Topher wipe between Thunderalo and a victory here tonight, being a few.
And we have
ahead.
Thunder has caught Link-a-Lot, entered 3 minutes behind, but we have dueling Krakens. Link-a-Lot still can't hit this Kraken. This is an issue. Because the Upstarts are nipping on the tails. I can't call this. This is going to be crazy. All 4 of our runners are in Temple of Fiends. Link's starting to get damage in, so that's good. More tempers. If we ever land a hit, it's going to be a big one.
And putting that heal 3 axe to good use. Nothing too scary from Kraken besides that low roll nuclear so far.
This is good. We got a swing for 407. That's not bad damage. That's damage we can deal with. We just have to hope that Kraken doesn't have a Cure 4. We haven't seen it yet. Kraken with another nuclear. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, though. That's nice. Thunderlock going with lock strats right away. Look at the communication by Link-a-Lot and Thunder. Link-a-Lot already knew Thunder go for lock strats because we know Kraken's got high evade. Boom! Link-a-Lot takes down Kraken 2. He is on to Tiamat 2.
That's Kraken 2 back rows the white mage.
Oh no, Thunder has lost his white wizard. And nuclear comes out, taking out a black wizard. Remember when I said about solo knight strategies? Yeah. We might be seeing some today.
Yeah, with no cast of life on that knight, Thunder's going to have to go through the rest of the temple here, possibly with 1 light warrior.
Oh, and Thunder resets. Says, nope, I'm not going to be able to do it, and resets. I can't say that I blame him in this instance. Okay.
Oof.
Now we have the Upstarts. Link-a-Lot is ahead. But now Gregory is ahead of Thunder. Both runners have to finish.
This is amazing right here, Dwight. It's a great
this is what we signed up for tonight, folks. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. This is some on right here as Dangwoo pulls carry Gregory Puff onto the carry floor.
Gregory, we're gonna have dueling carry fights from Dangwoo and Gregory Puff. Meanwhile, I'm going to focus a little bit more on the Tiamat 2 fight, because we've seen the other fiends on the other side. We know carry's not that dangerous. Tiamat says, hey, Red Wizard, see you later, 448 and down. Swing with the X-Cal, missed. We need more locks. These fiends down here, Kraken and Tiamat, are high evasion. More lock. More Invis 2 coming. Tiamat with fire 2. Big swing with the X-Cal, 420. Dangwoo takes down carry 2.
As you see that heal 3 axe being put to great use over there by Link-a-Lot. 6 hits, 680 damage. Tia 2 goes down. Link-a-Lot through. A few more steps to get to the Chaos floor.
But not before getting interrupted by some iron goals.
As Thunderalo pulls Lich 2 for a second time, Gregory Puff and Dangwoo both on crack.
So we got dueling Kraken fights for the for the Upstarts. Coming out with evasion strats, coming out with lock right away. We'll see if Dangwoo's katana makes a difference. If he's able to get through a little bit quicker having that katana. That's what he's going with, too. He's tempering up that katana. Kraken leads with ink against Gregory Puff. Meanwhile, Sir Link-A-Lot pulls Chaos. Gonna ruse up. We got the Black Mage. Chaos opens on Nuke. Big hits to our light warriors.
Some fast coming off, more ruse. Gonna probably put that heal 3 axe to work again. Some cure 4, last cast.
Last cast on the night. He might want to save that. He's gonna save it. Link's got 362, so he'll be all right. We need to get some heals out. Cure 4. Picks that red mage up. Heal 3 axe. Boy, Sir Link-A-Lot is putting a masterclass on of how to use your stuff. Boom. Red wizard. See you later. Lock 2. Chaos is easy to hit.
Thunder through on to carry 2 as Gregory Puff and Dangwoo keep working their way through Kraken.
Invis 2 coming out. Lock on Chaos. Ruse Gauntlet. Black Wizard down. Link-A-Lot has 2 K-Wars. This Chaos is punchy and he hits hard. Zap hits the knight! Oh no!
Oh no!
Was that knight ribbon? Was that a 3 and 256?
I think it was.
They have a bunch of ribbons. Oh, wow. Not like this.
Wow. He does have a fade helmet on that white wizard. If he gets enough evasion off, he might be able to chip his way through.
Well, you know what? I'm the biggest fan of a white mage that there could possibly be in this game. Go, Link-A-Lot, go.
Big roll, 314 on that fade helmet. Nuclear again. We've cycled through the spell list. Another nuclear. Wow, double nuclear. Takes down Link-A-Lot. Gregory Puff pulls Tia 2, and Dangwoo about to pull Tia 2 at the same time. The Upstarts in perfect sync on their way through Topher right now. Dangwoo working on his evasion stacks. Ruse and Viz 2 swing onto the 2 hit points left. Gets the fast off by that Black Wizard. White Wizard taking a nap for Gregory Puff. He's going to have to do this with 2 Black Wizards and his Knight. Lock coming off. 5 hits. Down goes one of Gregory Puff's Black Wizard.
Oh no, Gregory Puff lost his characters, and we know the heat that Chaos is packing.
Yep, this is going to be... Wow. 2 hit points still on that Black Wizard, trying to get off another temper cast for Dangwoo.
Gregory Puff's looking down. Puff's on one knee.
Gonna use one of those Cure 4 casts, gonna bring his Knight back up.
There goes that Black Wizard. Gregory is solo. And Gregory is down.
Wow. This is not a nice Temple of Fiends right here. These runners are pulling out all the stops, and they are getting smacked around by these Fiends.
I'm telling you right now, these 300% clamp bosses are no joke. Dangwoo pulling Chaos at full strength. We'll see, can Dangwoo do what Link-A-Lot didn't in finish?
We will see if that katana that Dangwoo has can be the equalizer, if he can get off enough evasion before that double nuclear comes back around.
Dangwoo might go with the strategy of keeping that ninja up. That ninja does have 600 HP, so that's pretty good. We can survive a nuke and maybe a nuclear. And we got the Cure Force. We're going to see if the katana can cut through fast enough. Chaos punches the White Wizard. White Wizard lives. Fade comes out for 103. No cast of Cure 4 on the Knight. Lock coming out. Okay. Cure 4, try to keep that White Wizard alive. We know that's a good plan because we know there's a nuke coming. Saber coming.
Nice.
Hits the turn order on the Cure 4. Knight takes a hit. Oh, heal axe coming out. We have a medical knight. Dang is looking good. Dang is looking in good shape. This is exact. He doesn't even know what's coming, and he knows he's prepping. He's being real cautious here. I like this. Invis 2 stacks come out. Chaos comes out with nuke. Pretty low rolls though. Pretty low rolls.
Getting more tempered casts off with those item magics.
242 with the katana. We're getting through a little bit of damage, but we need to do better than that. Heal 3's coming out. Zap. Ineffective on all light warriors. He's faring better than Link a lot. I clenched a little bit with that zap. I was scared. Oh boy. Heal 3 doing work. 3 hits 243. More tempers coming out. Dang's looking nice. This fight has just been real clean by Dangwu. Dangwu coming out with a wall. Chaos leading with a fire 3. Temper coming down on the ninja. More locks. Katana, 11 hits, 1200, wow. 229. That's what we need. Dang is in good shape. One more of those, and we could see Chaos go down.
Big swing there.
7 hits, 791. Chaos coming with stop. Chaos playing real nice to Dang.
More temper coming out. Another
one more hit with this katana, and I think it might be it. Bane comes down, clenched. Ineffective. 7 hits, 822. Dangwu is our first runner to finish Chaos. Can Gregglypuff get back down to Chaos and finish the run for his? Meanwhile, we have Thunder on Chaos as well.
As Linkalot gets ready to start his Kraken 2 fight again, and also.
Oh boy. Here we go. Thunder is double checking his equipment. Linkalot pulls Kraken 2. So we do have Dangwu that we know is through Chaos, but the Upstarts or Thunderalo kind of is in a little bit of a lead because but Greggly's nipping on the heels. He's coming into that Kraken floor.
We're going to see what gets through here. Is it going to be Greggly's levels, or is Linkalot going to be able to pull it out this time?
We got Roost. Linkalot has the information. He's been down here. Chaos with the punch. Punches the Black Wizard. But that Black Wizard already cast the spells. That's what Thunder needed it to do. We're glad that Thunder didn't see that nuke. Boom. Black Wizard, done. Donezo. Get out of here.
Thunder very comfortable with these two white warriors standing. The Knight and the White Wizard has been his go-to. Big swing right there by the X-Cow.
Low-rolled nuclears. Less than 100 damage apiece. That's fine.
That heal 3 axe has been the unsung MVP of this Topher so far for some of these runners.
The heal 3, 3 hits 3 damage with that thing. He needs to get turn order here because if Chaos fires this nuke, Oof, okay, great. Boom. Chaos swings and a miss. That's what Thunder needs. Thunder needs to see a lot of swings because he needs to get that temper. Okay, good. Chaos punches. Swing with the X-Cal. 3 hits 21. We need some more tempers on that X-Cal. Poison. Damage poison. 2 hits 56. Need more tempers. Swing. 31 damage. Nuke! Oh no, Thunder didn't get any locks off, did he? That could be dangerous.
With Gregglypuff and Sir Linkalot dueling Kraken fights right here.
This is going to be a slow fight for Thunder, but slow and steady could win the race.
You just got to keep getting off those tempers, keep getting off those heal cats, keep that Knight up.
Yeah, this Chaos has high evasion, so we got to get the temper stacks going because when we hit the Chaos, it's got to hit hard. Right now, we're getting 72 damage in.
Not what you want to see.
Linkalot getting in there on the Kraken fight. Gregglypuff got a Black Wizard down in the Kraken, but is looking okay. Still missing with the X-Cal.
Three hits 571 for Thunder. Big swing there by the X-Cow. More tempers. Another swing, 242. Bane, ineffective. More temper.
Thunder, a temper sword, 2 hits, 214. That's not bad. Oh no! That slow 2 hit on that night.
Oh,
That's
no.
bad news. Good chaos. Keep hitting. Okay, 2 hits, 497. That's what we needed to see. Keep playing nice, chaos. That's fine. 117. Gregory Puff
Oh,
wipes.
Gregory Puff, another wipe as Link-a-Lot into the Tier 2 floor. Gregory Puff
121
got
and Terminator for Thunder. Nice.
Gregory Puff got a speed bump Garland for a third time on his way through.
Very well fought chaos fight for Thunder.
That's a really good job by Thunder thinking on his feet right there. Tiamat 2 on Sir Link-a-Lot side. Can he break through?
Can he break through? This is gonna be a dangerous chaos fight for Link-a-Lot, but I think he's got the stuff. Lot coming out on Tiamat 2. Ruse coming out on the night. Tiamat punches and misses. That's very good.
More ruse stacks, some lock. Swing.
3 hits for 63. We need to hit this. Dangwoo showing that sometimes the ninja with a katana is what you need to go fast.
Yeah, the extra swings and crits on that katana definitely made a difference for Dang on his way through the Temple of Fiends.
Link-a-Lot is looking good in this fight. X-Cal comes out. 5 hits, 587. That's exactly what we want to see. Tiamat punching. We got swings with the X-Cal coming out. 5 hits, 284. Very good. Oh, there goes the Black Wizard. That's okay. We got the White Wizard standing. That's what we need anyway. We don't need that Black Wizard anymore. It ain't doing nothing.
Link-a-Lot. Keep swinging, keep swinging. For it's terminated, Sir Link-a-Lot.
Sir Link-a-Lot gets through. Full strength. Life 2s. Everybody's back.
Good job healing after taking that fight. Gets picked up by a Nightmare and a Batman, but gets through it. So Sir Link-a-Lot about to pull chaos. His partner Thunder already finished. Gregory Puff diving down onto the carry floor. As Link-a-Lot pulls chaos, I'm sure Thunder conveyed what he saw to his partner. You have Ruse coming up. More Ruse.
This is also not the first time Link has been here. This is also not the first time Link's been down here, so he knows what's coming. Ruses. Chaos opens with nuke, but the Black Wizard lives at 1 HP.
1 hit point left on that Black Wizard. Wow.
That might be enough to get the lock off. That lock could make a difference. We got some heals coming out. We got to hope Chaos doesn't fire off a nuclear. Fires off a zap. Gets the Black Wizard. Cure 4 comes out on the 2 red mages, and the knight gets everybody back at full health. We are down. We are down a Black Wizard, but we still have 3 light warriors standing for Sir Link-a-Lot. Temper's coming out on the knight. That's what we need. Chaos. Oh, crits the knight for 500 damage. That's a big crit. Oh, no. All right, we're going to see a Cure 4 come out on the knight. That's good news. Multiple stacks just to make sure for safety, to make sure Link-a-Lot gives off. Chaos comes out with a fire 3. That's good. We got an invis 2. Second Cure 4 heals that little bit of HP the fire 3 did. That's okay. That double Cure 4 was really smart. Give yourself the best chance, because if that knight goes down, you're in trouble.
More Ruse stacks coming out.
More heal 3 stacks, keeping the light warriors topped off, because we know that Chaos punches but doesn't take down the White Wizard. Lock 2, this red mage coming up big. force Sir Link-a-Lot at being able to lower that evasion of chaos. This fight's looking good for Sir Link-a-Lot. 3 hits, 302. That's really good.
Another Invicta stop comes out and nothing hits. Some more
Temper's
temper.
coming out. 2 hits for 65. Chaos swings and misses.
I think he's got one more cast of Lock 2. Might want to fire that off.
Gets the tempers. 4 hits, 391 was good. Fade Helmet, like this strategy. 81 damage from the Fade Helmet. A swing, 4 hits, 436. We're getting to the damage we need. Link-a-Lot looking good. I'm feeling good about this fight. He's swinging. He's firing off that lock just like you wanted, Luffy. Good call. Fade rolls nice and high. 304. You love to see it. 3 hits for 458.
Lock 2 coming out. Another swing or two should do it.
Another swing. Big swing from the Knight. 4 hits, 514. I think Link-a-Lot terminated.
254.
Thunderalo takes game 1.
Wow. Great job by Sir Link-a-Lot. Great
Get
job by all of our
GGs
runners.
out in chat. What a race.
What a great race. That was
That
amazing.
was pretty wild. We had one team in the lead in Temple of Fiends, and then it switched to the other team, and then Dangmu finished. Wow.
Multiple wipes by both teams in Temple of Fiends, but just a grinding and getting through. Great teamwork shown across the board. Excellent, excellent runs.
Great adjustments by the runners, Link-a-Lot and Thunder as well, knowing what they saw in Topher and adjusting to it, making sure to use those heal 3s to keep topped off, knowing that nuclear could come.
Gregory Puff going to try to finish out his Kraken 2 and keep working his way through. Fade comes out from the White Wizard, 260 damage. Swing by Puff, 5 for 129. Another swing. 4 hits, 270 terminated. Gregory Puff through Kraken 2.
Gregory Puff's like 42 on that night, I think, or something like that. 910 HP. That night's huge.
Big, big levels on that night.
We will see about getting our winners, Thunderalo, maybe in here for a quick interview.
Gregory Puff going to temper up. Going to cast some Ruse. Fast on the Knight. Ruse. Wall Strats. Big swing on that Knight. Another Ruse. Temper. Fade. Out of Cure 4 charges on that Knight. Big swing on the Black Wizard, takes him down. Cure 4 comes out. 136 damage. $63 damage on that swing. And Viz 2 stack coming out.
And we are joined in the booth by Thunderalo. GG's.
GG, guys. Great race.
Thanks.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Luffy.
So, guys, what was your strategy communicating to each other on the way through the Temple of Fiends, seeing how rough it was those last few levels?
Well, the communication, I was going in behind Link, and Link was feeding me a lot of, like, do I need to use locks? How hard are these fiends hitting? Are they mostly hitting? Are they using spells and skills? And a lot of the answers were yes to all that. And then, so a lot of locks, a lot of invis going out, and then trying to temper up as much as you can if you had mages and the tempered sword to use. But yeah, the info coming into the fights was a huge help. It was unfortunate that I had a back row crit through 4 stacks of invis for 650 damage on my white mage, but it sounded like they also had the same situation happen to them.
Yeah, there was definitely some fiends came out to play there. Kraken 2 was rough, Tia tough, Chaos obviously throwing a double nuclear out at one point. It was definitely not easy to get through, but you guys did a great job of showing the teamwork and really powering through. Linkalot, you put that heal 3x to good use on your way through there, didn't you?
Yeah, as I was just like especially knowing that, what Chaos had. I wanted to kind of keep the cure or the heal 3 charges, and just because that's really was the only charge I had on my white mage that was useful at that point. So it's like I could use it between fights to speed healing up if I absolutely needed it. But yeah, as fiends are like, hey, we're gonna throw all these AoEs that are either chip damage or enough to where I'm threatened by like a nuclear or a nuke. Unknown to me at the time. Chaos just had everything. But I was just like, I don't want anybody to take a stupid death for me being safe. It's like I've got unlimited charges of heal 3. I might as well be safe. And then especially knowing Chaos what he has, like I want to make sure I've got as many heal 3 charges and everything as I have possible. Because that's why I switched the Ruse Gauntlet over to my Knight right away. It's like I'm going to conserve the Cure 4 charges because he's going to be the only one that'll survive a back-to-back nuclear, guaranteed. So if that's what happens, that's what happens. We'll go toe-to-toe with Chaos. Since I knew at that point he had low health, I just needed to get the locks and the fast and everything off.
Definitely a nice recovery, Linkalot, because I think Zap actually cost you your first dive. I think you would have had a much better shot at taking it down the first try if it wouldn't have been for that Zap.
I don't know if I got any locks out at the time, so I don't know how evasive he would have been. And since, swinging the Excal, you're not really getting crits too often. So yeah, I know that definitely didn't help. The fact that it's like, okay, at that point I was like, well, I've got, max Ruse stacks on my white mage. I've got a Fade helmet. Let's just, fade and hope Chaos dies eventually. And it's like, Chaos had other plans. It's like, nah, nuclear. Get that white mage out of here.
Gregory Puff looking okay on his Chaos fight. He's got some tempers going. He's got some locks coming out. Trying to finish out this run here with a big swing, 862. Wow. Gregory Puff will be making short work of Chaos with those swings like that. 858 get terminated. Gregory Puff finishes. GG's, Gregory Puff.
Yeah, GG to them.
GG.
Yeah, Dangwu was actually the first runner on screen to defeat Chaos. He defeated Chaos about 5 minutes before you did, Thunder. His biggest difference was he actually had a ninja and was able to swing katana and Chaos butter.
I knew from the beginning whenever we found the katana in Ordeals in the first 5 minutes, and then the other katana popped up somewhere too, so I figured he was going to find it. And after finding that none of the crit helping weapons for the Knight were available, or at least we didn't see them, it was going to be a very favorable damage dealing seed for Ninja as opposed to Knights. So I'm not surprised that he had a faster time getting through this one. Plus, with how bad the magic rolled in the beginning of the seed, his thief probably helped him run away from fights and get through the exploration a little faster.
Yeah, we did not see a Massa, and we did not see a Vorpal, so that Excal was the best sword for the Knight, and that katana definitely did make a difference for Dangwu on his way down to Chaos.
We are now joined in the booth by the Upstarts. GG's, gentlemen.
Hey,
GG's,
what's
guys.
up?
What's up, Upsets? I mean, Upstarts.
What'd you say?
I said, what's up, Upsets? Because you're
we
upset.
did better than I thought we were gonna do.
No, you guys were looking good. Apparently, Dang beat me through Topher and Link by a few minutes, and you probably both entered Topher before us, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I struggled. I tried a different strategy against Kraken, thinking that Kraken had less HP than she actually did, and it ended up costing me instead of because I went full on like nuke fades because I had so many charges of those, but they were rolling low, and instead of Kraken actually using skills, she started attacking my people, and that was no good. So I took 2 wipes and Topher, and that was really what did me in.
I also took a wipe on Kraken. I had 4 invises up, and I was going for my 5th one, and Kraken decided to hit my white mage for 650 damage through 4 invises.
Yeah, same thing happened to my white mage. My white mage got like hit for like 5 something through 2 ruse casts. The second dive.
I mean, I got zapped through ribbons, so that happened.
No, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that in this day and age.
Yeah.
To your point, Thunder, actually, Link-a-Lot was first in the Temple of Fiends, then you followed 3 minutes behind him, and then Dangmu followed you both after a couple more minutes. So that was the order, but Dangmu didn't wipe. He just won it the first try.
Sounds like a dang thing.
Yeah.
It's, little like 42 ninja with 600 HP. No problem.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it now. It looks like Link was the first one in. And we were like pretty far behind you guys.
Dang, I thought we were doing well.
I mean,
Yeah,
for like a million years.
This was definitely like one of the few seeds I would say that a thief was definitely better for dealing damage in Topher than a knight was, just because of the weapons available to the knight versus with the katana being available for the thief and ninja.
Yeah, did either of you guys do waterfall and see the C split and clear any of that?
I did.
never
I
went
didn't
over
see.
there.
I didn't do both splits, but I did do the waterfall side. I was looking for my last shards at that point, and I was just going through that dungeon.
Yeah, I had asked I had asked Dang. I was like, should I do that? And Dang was like, no, you know where all the shards are. We've got them marked down. Don't worry about it. I was like, but
You
I
mean he
need
said
something better.
got the 2 ruse gauntlets in there?
There were 2 ruse gauntlets for real?
Yep.
Yeah, there was one behind the waterfall like tile and one in less than greater than room.
No way.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Huh.
Yeah, the item magic was definitely interesting. 2 temper swords, 2 ruse gauntlets. The Bane shirt was put to great use. I mean, there was definitely some good item magic to be had out there.
Fade helmet.
Fade helmet.
There was a fade helmet?
Yeah, it was right next to a ribbon, I think, in Sky. No, what was it? Not ribbon.
One of the stones, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it might have just been by itself in Sky 2 top
No, it was next to a ribbon.
or Sky 3.
Sky 2 top?
Sky,
Yeah.
My partner cleared
No,
Sky 2
it
top.
wasn't
Sky 3,
Sky
sorry,
2.
Sky 3.
It was Sky 3.
Oh yeah,
That's
Sky 3. It would have been Sky 3. Yeah.
But then there was the Heal 3X in the bottom marsh too.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
So, that ruse helmet seems like that's a pretty nice item to have when you're going in a Temple of Fiends Revisited. That would have been nice to have.
Yeah.
I mean, with Ruse being at level 1, it didn't help a lot, but it did help keep your Cure 4 charges if you wanted them for Chaos.
Yeah, I ended up using all my ruse Cure 4s. I used my last Cure 4 in that Chaos battle because I was too busy. I was too busy attacking with my white mage instead of using Cure 4.
I saw that.
I was like, stop doing that.
That's what I had to do because my wipe on Chaos, I got zapped through that ribbon, and then right after that, he did back-to-back nuclears on my white mage. So I was like, well, not right after, but it was like, a few turns after. So I was like, hey, I've got max of 8 stacks and a fade helmet. I'll just fade him to death. And then back-to-back nuclears happened. I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch the one of my I only had 1 ruse gauntlet because I didn't go for the second one. I'm switching the ruse gauntlet to my knight so I can conserve those Cure 4 charges because if he wants to play that game, the knight can survive a back-to-back nuclear. Nobody else is going to, but
Yeah. Eye tile, huh?
Yeah, that's what we
yeah,
used.
that was. We were looking for I think we found something decent, and then I went into ice and just dropped down. I was like, hey, we need to do this anyways, and I just said, hey, found our grind, eye tile. He's like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you guys went pretty high. I had the, because of the X-Scal, I was like, well, I need to go as high as I can possibly go. Because the X-Scal is not really, like, a fantastic weapon.
Oh, it's not
for
good,
these
really.
particular flags.
We went till we got the 5th hit around 28-9. I stopped
wow.
at 29. He stopped a few levels before and hit 29 on Warmech.
I stopped at 20 and hit 30 across the board on my party on Warmech.
That's crazy. I was, like, so much higher level than you. And I still couldn't land hits. That's funny.
No, I couldn't land hits, and then I kept leaving my black mages in the top slots, so literally they would die in the second turn. They'd both be dead. I maybe get 1 lockout on a fiend if I was lucky.
Yeah.
Wiped twice and you had like It's 42 across the board, or 45 or something like that, Greg.
Yeah, I would ground all the way up to like level 39. I was like, I'm gonna like it's 310 and I have an X-Cal. I need to like at least get the 6th hit. And even then, I mean, with that crit rate being only 5%, it's just so bad. So bad.
I said that I was like, man, I hate using X-Cal. This is the worst.
I was like, I dumped so many temper charges in on one of those battles, and I was still like not doing any damage.
Same. I got slow 2'd by Chaos and lost my fast when I was finishing up. And I was like, oh my god, this is way worse. I was barely hitting 3 hits before. Now I'm only hit like 1 time for 100 damage.
Ugh.
Luffy, do you have any more questions for these runners before we get some final thoughts from them?
Nah, I think we answered it across the board. It was really funny to watch all 4 of you guys take the eye grind at the same time. We were telling Chad to have a coffee break, maybe go grab some pizza, but the levels were coming fast and furious for you guys. It was a great race, couple Topher webs for the equalizer, and thank you for having me. It was great to watch.
Yeah, big shout outs to our to my co-commentator Luffy tonight, our tracker Shadow Flames, Speed Gaming for letting us use their channel to host this awesome race between these awesome competitors. I guess I have one last question. I'll start with the Upstarts. What's next? When's the next game? I'm ready.
We are doing Wednesday at we're doing Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I think we'll be on Speed Gaming as well that day. What's next for us? Hopefully we can at least, win, so we don't just go undefeated into the semifinals and then get completely bounced out in 2 games. If we do make it through game 2, obviously we'll schedule a game 3 and hopefully have that done at some point. But GG's to freaking Thunderalo. We knew we were up against a tough competitors. I mean, they made it through the game changers and they made it through the Onrak what was the name of their team? Something Theater? Oh.
No, we went through Clever Team then. It was Team A went through Onrak over Parody Theater.
That's right. So yeah, Clever Team name and the game changers. I mean, we knew we were up against a tough team, and I'm pretty happy that we were able to make it as close as it was. But yeah, GG's to you guys, and I'm excited for game 2 on Wednesday. Dang, anything?
I mean, I hate the fact that they made it through at level 28 with an X-Cal, but, it's cool. I did it with, a finesse at 42 with a katana, overpowered. No, but GG to both of you. We played well, obviously over-prepared, clearly. Actually kind of surprised you got through with that, because that actually felt like kind of decently hard with everything dying in like 1 shot at that levels, but you guys are beasts. Well played. Bring it on in game 2. Go down.
All right, that's what I like, a healthy amount of trash talk. That's awesome. All right, one question for our winners, Thunderalo. You're up a game. Does this change your strategy now going into game 2?
We're discussing a lot of thief talk right now. Maybe a few thieves. Maybe if our partners are up for a couple thieves white mages, maybe. But no, otherwise we're just gonna keep winning and doing what we do.
Can we get some gentlemen's agreements? Get some black belts in here?
Yeah, do we got a little draft action?
Greg doesn't want that.
No, I don't want black belts. I think they're total trash in this particular flag set.
Who are you, and where is Gregley Puff?
I mean, they're no good. They're no good with Clamp Trash and Shard Hunt 32.
The Clamp Trash does make it actually hard to get a good grind with the black belt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't find an eye tile or
maybe sandworms
or maybe fighters. I mean, there's
and that's even a stretch, fighters, because they can go up to 400 and high evasion.
And you need something on the ground level too, because you're not going to want to do a solo grind like 8 floors deep in a dungeon.
Right. Yeah, it'd be hard to find something you can get your solo black belt doing before 32.
Why would we have to do any of that, by the way, folks? Like, literally, we just did a 4-person grind up to, like, 40. You include a black belt, he's already there anyways. Like, we just grinded for, like, 8 minutes.
I mean, true. The EXP is fairly generous once you get at the end of the game here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you guys are talking about, solo experience on a black belt. I'm like, wait, what? We just grinded eyes for 8 minutes and got 42. I mean,
Terrible.
the black
it's the
belt's
worst,
already
man.
set. Yeah, like, wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna grind a whole party up, like the fighter's gonna be fine if you have a better weapon than a freaking neutral excal.
Hater on the XCal. Such a hater.
Terrible.
I think the plan for the next game should be the race crew gets to pick your parties. That's what
No.
it should be.
Absolutely not.
Sounds like a
No.
terrible idea.
No.
I'm not doing freaking thief white mage solo or whatever. Not gonna happen.
Thief White Mage, none. There we go.
We might be here a while. We might be here a while with that.
Yeah.
We may not even get done with that. Oh, wow. Yeah, especially if Kraken 2 is hitting through 4 evade cast.
At that point, it just takes one fiend to just have a punch script and you're not getting through.
So true.
Well, that's what I said in the Tiamat battle. Tiamat didn't do anything. Like, I think she must have had like a 28% chance of casting spells because she literally attacked every single round and then did like an ice 2, and I was like, oh, she does have a spells list. That's great. Yeah, now that my entire party's dead. Awful Tia 2.
Can't wait.
Not a fan.
It's Wednesday, right? Oh, all right. So it gives me a whole nother couple days to practice,
I'll practice with you.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, we could all practice together, do like a counter co-op.
We could all run the challenge seed.
There you go.
I already did it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I did the challenge as well.
Yeah, I beat Sir Link a lot. It made me feel good.
All right, let's wrap this up. I think we're getting a little sidetracked here with
I
the
mean,
conversation.
Take that, Sterling a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's right.
Okay.
Oh.
Just a bit. So let's get this wrapped up here. If anybody else
Okay,
has
go
any more final thoughts, we'll take those real quick, and then we'll send everybody off tonight.
Well, I'll give my response to Gregley really quick. I mean, you can take me in the challenge seat. I'll just take you on Wednesday, and then we'll go to the finals at that point.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, good luck in the finals against those two teams.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Can Thunderlot back it up? Find out Wednesday night.
I think they can.
Speed
I
Gaming.
think they'll be fine.
Have a good night, everybody.